Good Wednesday morning to you. This is the October 30th version of the map discussion. The system out west is taking shape right now. I'm expecting some pretty significant severe weather out across the central plains this afternoon and this evening. However, meanwhile, we have high pressure still somewhat in control over the Carolinas, although that control is slipping. We are expecting that this frontal system would push this high pressure out and it give us a little bit of fall-like weather, especially if you're really excited about fall time. I know I am, but that's hopefully is going to be the case. But to find out, let's get into the forecast. Weather map could look like by 8 p.m. this evening. Notice that the red areas in central Oklahoma, northern Texas, and parts of Arkansas, that's a pretty decent shot of some severe weather this evening. That's expected to last through the night. And here is the weather map, or could be the weather map, tomorrow on Halloween, 8 a.m. And as we go through the day on Halloween, not expecting too many chances of precipitation for you trick-or-treaters out there. That's not expected until Friday morning, and that's mainly confined to the North Carolina mountains. Saturday, high pressure is in control once again for the Carolinas. And then throughout the weekend, we're going to see this developing system out west. Again, you can kind of see the pattern here where we'll have what we call a pretty progressive pattern where we'll have high pressure come in and it scoots off the coast, and then another storm system comes in and then high pressure again scoots in, and we'll just have this pattern for, well, the foreseeable future. This is 8 a.m. Wednesday, November 6th, so this is next week. We have another storm system making its way through the mid-Mississippi Valley with high pressure on either side of those fronts. So what does all this mean for the Carolinas? So for your high temperatures, for today, October 30th, we're looking at towards 80 degrees across the Charlotte metro region, warming up to the low 80s for points across Augusta, down towards Savannah. Cool spots, of course, in the mountains, 68 in Boone, both today and tomorrow. So here's the highs for tomorrow, October 31st, Halloween. We're looking at, we're looking at low 80s across the Raleigh-Durham area down towards Fayetteville and points south of Columbia and Augusta and Savannah, Georgia, where we're looking at upper 70s across the upstate of South Carolina into Piedmont, North Carolina, and mountains remain the cool spots, 73 in Murphy and 73 in Asheville. On Friday, we're starting to see those effects from the frontal system that's kicking off some severe weather today, but not in time for November 1st. We're still pushing 80 across parts of the Carolinas and into the Piedmont and coastal regions of North and South Carolina. On Friday, Saturday, we start to see those effects of the front across the North Carolina zones, upper 60s across parts of the Piedmont and coastal regions of North Carolina, but we're still hanging on to those low to mid 80s across the coastal regions and interior parts of South Carolina. It wouldn't be until Sunday where we start to cool off even there, but even that cool off is only a few degrees, as we're still in the upper 70s across parts of the coastal regions of South Carolina. That's Sunday. As we head back to work Monday, we're warming up across the Charlotte metro region, 78 degrees in Charlotte, Greenville, Spartanburg is 76 and 80 in Columbia. On Tuesday, we're warming up yet again up into the low 80s across the coastal regions and interior parts of South Carolina, while we're maintaining mid 70s across the foothills and Piedmont of North Carolina. As for the low temperatures, it's going to be rather mild for this time of year. This is the low Thursday morning, October 31st. Widespread mid to upper 50s across pretty much the entire area. Even Asheville and Murphy getting in on that. Cool spot, Boone, 51. Hanging on the fall there. For Friday, we're warming up even across the coastal and mountain regions, pretty much everywhere. 53 degrees in Boone, 54 in Asheville, 61 degrees in Charlotte. That is not October weather. That's actually rather disappointing. Saturday, there's some fall temperatures, but it's stuck in Virginia and Kentucky. For Charlotte, 59 degrees, 62 in Columbia, 49 up there in Boone. So that's your cool spot yet again. If you want some fall time temperatures, that's probably the place to be. 43 degrees when you go off to church Sunday morning. We're still maintaining mid to low 50s across the vast majority of the South Carolina regions, as well as the southern Piedmont of North Carolina. Raleigh-Durham, 49 degrees. Now that's more like it. Hopefully that'll make its way to Charlotte. It doesn't. 54 in Charlotte by Monday morning after you head off to work. 53 across Raleigh-Durham. Even they warm up. 48 degrees in Boone. And then by Tuesday, we're warming up again. Mid to upper 50s across the vast majority of the Carolinas. That's not what I like in October. As for precipitation, the only shot of precipitation that we have is across the mountains. Thursday night into Friday morning. In the Friday afternoon, this becomes about a 20% chance, 30% chance across the mountains. But then that largely skips over the Piedmont of South and North Carolina, and barely a chance of precipitation, almost non-mentionable across the coastal regions of North Carolina. And as far as the extended outlook, there's really no other opportunities for rain across the Carolinas. Here's a neat little satellite picture. You can see some these blues and greens. Those are low-level clouds across the southeastern United States. This satellite picture gives us a pretty good picture of what's going on. It's called the nighttime microphysics of the clouds. So these reds and purples here are higher level clouds. The greens and blues are lower level clouds, and it just gives you a sense of what the clouds are made out of. But you can see these low level clouds across North Carolina. So as you wake up, you're going to see some pretty low level stratus clouds, or perhaps even some fog across some of the river valleys. But that pretty much does it for this particular map discussion. I hope y'all have a good day and happy Halloween.